So this is a very interesting shloka spoken by Yamraj himself, which glorifies the chanting of the holy name. Not chanting and hearing attentively. It simply talks about chanting the holy name. And it goes like this. Namocharan mahatamyam harihi pashyat putrakaha ajamilopi ye naiva mrityu pashad amuchyata. So you can see in the picture here, Yamraj is speaking to his order carriers, the Yamdutas, who bring the sinful people to his jurisdiction, and then they are being punished. So in this shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 3, text number 23, Yamraj is addressing his order carriers who have just been baffled in their attempt to bring Ajamil. And he says, Nam Ucharan Mahatamyam. Harer Nam Ucharan Mahatamyam. The glories, Mahatamyam means glories. And Namocharan means simply chanting without understanding anything, only chanting. Whose name? Hare. Chanting the names of Lord Hari. Have you seen Pashyatah? Have you seen the glories of chanting the holy name of Lord Hari? Now Acharya is explaining this word Pashyatah means, do you still need any proof? Just like sometimes the kid is not performing properly. And the father is saying, Dekho bhai, your son is getting spoiled. The son is getting spoiled, but the mother is not listening. No, my son is okay. And when he does some blunder, maybe he fails in exam or he has he does some nonsense, then the father says, see, I was telling, and now you see, do you need more evidence that your kid was going wrong? So now the word Pashyata means that this is directly visible to you, my dear Yamdutas. Have you not seen with your own eyes that that means there is no further evidence needed for you. I must have to speak to you. That is also not needed. It is directly evident in front of you that simply by chanting means not knowing anything about the holy name, not even being aware that I am chanting the holy name of Lord Hari. Just like when you say Rajma Sabji, you are not aware that I am chanting Ram's name with Ja in between. Is it not? That's why I said. And the word Putrakaha is always used in a very affectionate sense. So very affectionately Yamraj is telling to his Yamdutas, please try to understand the glories of the holy name. Then he further says, Ajamilo Api. Ajamilo Api means a person who has been sinful, thoroughly sinful for all his life. You must remember, a person who is lower born, who is actually born in a sinful family, for him to perform sin is not a problem. But a person who is born in a Brahman family, for him to perform sin is very bad, more bad. So Ajamil was born in a Brahman family, and he did anything and everything which is meant to be done by a person who is from a very degraded background. So Ajamilo Api means a person who had given birth to a child at 85 years of age, super lusty, doing all kinds of nonsense. Yena Eva. Yena means by this chanting of the holy names, and Eva means there was no doubt. Simply by only once chanting the name, a person like Ajamil was delivered. Do you still need any evidence? Now we must hear ourselves. Do we need further evidence? Still devotees have doubt. No, simply by chanting once Krishna, how can all the sins be destroyed? See? And if we have doubts, this means we are doubting the efficacy or the power of the holy name, which is an offense actually. In our mind, we are thinking, it is there, it's told by Yamraj, it's told by Shukdev Goswami, but how is it possible that simply by chanting once also it is possible? No. So we have those doubts. Anyhow, that should be clarified. From what he was delivered? Mrityu Pashad Amuchyata. Mrityu Pashad means this cycle of birth and death. And actually the messengers of death are the Yamdutas themselves. Amuchyata, he was delivered. Now in this case, the Acharyas have given very wonderful commentary. First you should understand the meaning. The meaning is, oh my dear Yamdutas, Have you not seen the glories of chanting the holy name of Lord Hari? Have you not seen? Do you need further evidence? And actually he does not say my servants, he says Putraka, oh my sons. And what is the evidence? You have seen yourself that even Ajamil got delivered by the clutches of death in front of you. The clutches of death or the Vyampash was cut in front of you. Now Acharyas give very nice commentaries on this. One, Sridhar Swami says that na chatra pramanam vaktavyam drishtatvat ityaha. He says there is no need for evidence. Have you not seen yourself? That simply by once chanting he got delivered. Then Srila Vanshidhar says that Putrika indicates that you are equal to my son, and that's why this hidden, extremely confidential glories of the holy name I am telling you. This word is this indicated by the word Putrika. Now, another example has been given, other comment have been given by other acharyas. This is very, very nicely says, by saying the word Putrika, Yamraj is saying, you are my son. You are like my son. So, you must understand, Pashyatah. See that Putropacharitam, that means by calling out to his son Narayan, not actually to the Lord Narayan, that itself was sufficient to deliver a most sinful person like Ajamil. When he says Ajamil Api means a most sinful person, even a most sinful person like Ajamil. And it's very interesting than what he says. He says, even after you have seen, still you are not believing the glories of the holy name. So at least from my words, you must learn what is your duty. That's why I am speaking to you. See, this is indicated by the word son. When a person gives nice instruction to his son, so the sons will not land up in trouble. Hear very carefully. Yamraj is using the word Putrika because he is saying, you are like my sons. You have seen that how Ajamil has been delivered and protected by Vishnudutas, and still you have doubts. That's why at least on my words, you must understand what is good for you, my dear Yamdutas. If you ever touch a person who is chanting the holy names, you will be killed by the Kaumudiki Gada of Lord Vishnu. So, this shloka shows the affection of Yamraj towards his servants. Don't misbehave with those people who are chanting Hare Krishna. So see, and what kind of people? Ajamilu api. Even if they externally they look sinful, but if they are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, that is between them and Krishna. But we should not judge like that. So if Yamdutas have to be trained like this, how much we have to respect. So it's very, very, that's why Mahaprabhu says, even if you hear once somebody chanting Krishna, then you should respect him at least in the mind, even if he's externally not behaving properly. So I hope you understood, without knowing that he was chanting the holy name of Krishna. Are you aware that you are chanting Hare Krishna? Yes, we are not that dumb. What do you think? Yes. So then see how much Krishna will love you and affection with so much affection. So never think my mind is not there in the holy name. No. Lord's mind is on you when you chant Hare Krishna. So we hear these glories. Hare Krishna. Thank you.